I'm Tyler Gibson, number 4. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I play center mid, and we're just here right now at IMG down in Florida, talking with Cincinnati Soccer Talk.
Great to meet you, Tyler. So just for our fans, basically want to kind of introduce you to the fans and let them learn a little bit about you as a person. So just to start, let's talk about, you mentioned center mid. Is that like attacking mid, holding mid? What position are you the most comfortable in? And maybe talk about if there's some other positions you play at times.
Yeah, so growing up, I've always played center mid, so I'm more of a box-to-box midfielder.
Okay.
I like to defend and attack.
Yep.
But on certain teams, I've played more defensive roles, and then other ones I've played the box-to-box. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of role I'll have. I think I'll be more working alongside somebody in there, and just working off each other and feeding off each other and forming good partnerships. And so I'm sure it'll be more of a box-to-box role.
Okay, great. Would you say you're more dominant left-footed, right-footed, or pretty even? Or
I'd say somewhat even, but I'd say I'm right-footed.
Okay, fair enough. Then coming back maybe around just to your career in soccer from little to now, what would you say is your most memorable soccer moment?
To date, I would say last year's NSL championship with San Francisco Deltas. Sure. It's never easy to win a championship, but it was an exciting year. Now that I've had that taste, that's the only way to end the season. So I look forward to bringing that here. Yeah,
we wouldn't mind. That'd be fine. So now off the pitch, obviously you hopefully have something besides soccer in your life. What are you passionate about besides soccer?
I'm very active, so I like to get out. Especially, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be able to play for several different teams and move around quite a bit from year to year. And I really like to meet new people, check out new restaurants. I love food, so I love checking out the restaurants. I've had a good taste so far in Cincinnati, so I'm looking forward to checking out a few other places. But just like getting outdoor stuff, anything. It's cool that the river's right there. I've heard that it's not the cleanest river, but I'm from Tennessee, so the Tennessee River's not any cleaner. Yeah. So,
well, we will blame it all on Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. It's downstream from them, and it's a wash after that.
Okay, but yeah, that stuff, and I've grown a lot in my faith in the past years. So I like to get involved with the community and everything. So I'm looking forward to get plugged in with church or multiple churches and just get involved with the community. Okay,
perfect. Well, hopefully some people will be watching. Maybe somebody will reach out to you and give you some suggestions on how you can get involved or whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe last, kind of question on you personally, but outside of the United States, is there any soccer teams that you follow?
Yes. I'm more of I follow players. My favorite players are Fabregas and Conte. So they both play for Chelsea.
Yep.
So
I like watching you're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I like watching them play.
Right. Perfect.
Of course, there's others. I like watching Barcelona, Real Madrid, all the top clubs. In Manchester City this year, Liverpool. It's exciting to watch them and learn from them. So.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your team at this point. Obviously, you've been with the team for essentially 3 weeks. I assume you came in about the beginning of preseason with everybody else. Has anybody stood out in some way, just impressed you? Not necessarily technically, but just as a person or whatever. Is there somebody on the team that you've kind of noticed since you got here?
I mean, it's a tough question. Because I know Alan and the coaching staff wanted to bring in not only good soccer players but good people. And what strikes me this year is it's just that, like, everybody on the team, everybody's just great guys, from the staff to the front office to all the players. Everybody is a great guy and a good player,
Yeah.
So it's exciting, and I think that's extremely important. Like, for example, last year we all got along very well together, and I think that translated to on the field as well.
Yep.
We formed a bond, and I think that's what we're doing here. We all get along with each other and are bonding off the field, and I think that will translate to on the field. But it's hard to single anybody out because I've spent a lot of time with multiple people on the team, so it's good, and I'm excited to learn more about each and every one of them. So I'm excited for the season.
Great. So obviously, there's a lot of hard work that goes on, daily within the team, focused on getting better, working together. But there's got to be some light moments as well. So, have you noticed anybody maybe who's that guy who adds that touch of comedy at the right moment, or maybe not the right moment, but maybe the joker in the team? Yeah,
I think Mark Village is stepping into that role pretty well.
Yeah, we're hearing that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah. So I'm sure somebody's already mentioned the story that what he did with one of the mannequins.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was a perfect moment. All of us were like, "What?"
Yeah, Jack Stern actually gave us a very nice description.
Okay, yeah. No, so that was I would say Mark Village.
Okay, perfect. And then leadership is the other question as far as the team. I mean, obviously somebody's going to wear the captain's armband, and that's it's an honor in itself. But leaders aren't necessarily the people who wear the armband. They're the people who day in, day out represent the team in the right way and bring the players around them up. Has anybody stood out to you that you would say this is a guy that I listen to or I respect when he talks?
Yeah, I think there's multiple guys on the team that do that, but of course. Kenny from last year, he had that role last year, and I can see that from this year as well. And then some of the even more experienced players like Deckel, he's been there. He's older, very experienced, and brings that level of just experience to the team, and you respect him for that and listen to him, and he can bring us together, and it's been good. I've seen in training sessions, just talking through it. It's been good to see.
Okay. Deckel's been mentioned quite a few times, so I think he's impressed quite a few players. So let's talk about Cincinnati itself. Have you ever been to Cincinnati before you came to FC Cincinnati?
Only driving through. So actually, driving through, and I always wanted to stop because it looked like a cool city, and but no, this is my first time experiencing it. So
yeah. Anything that maybe you had some preconceived ideas of the city, that things have surprised you now that you've settled in a little bit?
I think the area that we're in is in Oakley.
Right.
Is a really cool area. I mean, it's kind of got that old architecture feel to it, and like small towns. Like I like the little squares and stuff, like Hyde Park and then Oakley, and just little different squares. It's cool. It's neat, you can park and walk to different places, and it's a great place to be. Good food, good stores, like everything's close, and then we're close to downtown as well, which we've been walking through the city. We've been close to the stadiums, and then in OTR, which is has a lot of cool like restaurants and stores and stuff. So I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Like I've talked to several different people about it before, and they said it's a really cool city. But I've been impressed so far, so I'm excited to get to check it out even more.
Any particular restaurants or stores that you visited that you thought, oh, that's a really cool one?
Yeah, so I got a list from some of my family that lives in Cincinnati. So they gave me a list. So we've been going through and checking out some of them. I mean, we've been to Taste of Belgium. We've been to near us, Aladdin's. We've been to obviously Grater's Ice Cream, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. Let me guess, black raspberry chip. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I love chocolate chip cookie dough, but I heard about that, so I had to try it, and it's very good.
Yeah, I'm a cookie dough person.
Okay,
so I got you.
Yeah.
You mentioned family. You have some family in Cincinnati.
Yeah. So
you want to mention anybody, or maybe you don't want to talk about them?
No, I don't mind. Not that they're actually season ticket holders. So
perfect. Before you signed with the team, or already?
Yeah, before I signed with the team.
Good.
So it's cool because I haven't really gotten to get to know them as much.
Okay.
So
obviously not like a sister or a brother. This is
yeah,
Okay.
more distant, but it's been cool. Like I've already been over at their house several times, and getting to know them more, and it's cool to get to know more family better. So
did you talk to them at all when you were thinking about signing? Like, is this the right thing to do, or did you just do it?
Not them, but I had some friends.
Okay.
And but I had my mom reach out to them and talk about it. So
okay.
It was
good.
It was good to get some feedback. So.
Well, if they ever want to come in and hang with the supporters groups and mention, they can drop your name and say, I know Tyler, and they'll get marched into the stadium and all that fun stuff. Yeah, they're guest of honor for family members all the time. It's good for them to know that.
I'll let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I know, because on social media you guys have posted it out there, but I know you and Forrest and Nas all went to Skyline Chili.
Yeah.
So we always ask about that. So what did you think? I guess you got a 5-way?
Got a 5-way and then a Coney dog.
Coney dog, okay.
So no, it was a good experience. It was good.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people. Some people said no, some people said yeah. So we had to try it for ourselves. But no, it was really good. I know everybody's gonna hate me for saying this, but I'm not. I think less cheese for me personally. Less cheese. I know. that's everybody's reaction. It's everybody's reaction. But for me, it's too much cheese. Especially
if you're trying to stay in shape for playing soccer. That 4 inches of cheese is a bit much.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just in the picture, but no. It's real life.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I appreciate talking to you, Tyler. It's been great.
Thank you.
Great meeting you and introducing you a little bit more to the fans.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.
Okay.